Welcome back to Out Loud with your girl, Claudia Jordan. You know what? I love when we do these shows where I get to have my people, my real people on here that I get to really celebrate and truly be happy for. My next guest is a talented actor who's using his platform to spark change in the Black community and get these races together, which I am totally here for. Y'all ladies better follow him. Please welcome Christian Keys. Hey, Christian, how you doing?
What up, though? How you doing, Claudia?
Can you not be so? I gotta fix my lighting. This man is too pretty. The lighting.
I am.
First of all, I need a better ring light.
I'm gonna give you a pass because I don't know a grown man that wants to be called pretty, but we go back some
but
years.
You know what I
let
mean.
You have a pass.
You handsome. Your lighting's killing me. It's just perfect right now.
It's a good ring light. It's just a good ring light.
I need your connect. I need you to send me the information on your.
I got you.
So how's 2021 been for you? I mean,
oh my God, a breath of fresh air because we got Donald's goofy ass on out of there, and then we flipped Georgia, even though they just snuck in a whole bunch of voter suppression stuff, but we ain't gonna go there yet. But it's going good. I'm working. I'm blessed to be working on 3 shows right now this spring. I sold my first show that I created about 10 or 11 years ago. That's coming out in like May or June.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, it's blessing after blessing after blessing, and God is just kind of showing off now. Like, hey, you think that's something? Watch this, and he'll do something else. So I'm in awe at this point.
Christian, when haven't you been on more than one show at one time? Like, I feel like you're always on 2 or like you're always on like 2 shows or 3 at the same time. Like,
I like that. I think there's a blessing in that because they'll be so different. Like when I was on Supernatural for 6 or 7 episodes, I was an angel, and at the same time, or right afterwards, or no, around the same time, I was on Legends of Tomorrow, and I was a demon. So it's like
that's fun.
And you get absolutely. I was killing people. I could point my hand at you and pull your soul out your chest. It was amazing, and I think the joy of that is that, us believing in magic, us believing in, being a creative and just being able to live out our dreams and be a big kid and get paid for it.
Being that you're so busy, always on at least 2 series at the same time, and you're also an awesome dad and an activist on social media. Do you ever what do you do to take time for you? Like, what does you time look like?
My couch and a tall glass of red wine. And a good series on Netflix. I completed Netflix. I beat Netflix. If Netflix was a video game, I won. I have watched everything that's worth watching on there almost.
Did you see the platform?
Bridgerton. I just finished Goliath. I finished so many things recently. That the Queen's Gambit. Just finished that.
Did you watch The Platform?
No. Do I need to?
It's kind of gross. I like all the weird stuff.
Note to self, The Platform.
Okay, and also, did you see the documentary on lot lizards at the truck stops?
I might have scrolled past that one on purpose. I don't know if I want to see that, but I did, like, let's say, on Hulu, I did catch United States versus Billie Holiday. Andre Day killed it. I did see American Skin. I did see Judas and the Black Messiah. I've been when I'm writing, I need like really high level input, and all of those are so exquisite and excellent. So I've been doing a fair share. My me time is a tall glass of red and a really good show and this sofa. And sometimes, the sofa will seduce me and I'll just fall asleep right there next to my glass of wine. It's amazing.
I'm not mad. It sounds like a pretty fun life. Now, yes. The Golden Globes took place over the weekend, and there were only 2 Black women nominated for acting roles this year, Viola Davis and Andra Day. And 2 weeks ago, you spoke to Andra on your IG Live. Let's take a look.
This was the last project I ever did in my life. I would be beyond blessed, and I would be so happy. You know what I mean? And so it was a lot, a physical transformation. I lost almost 40 pounds, and just. It's a journey I went on. My family had to go on it with me. Friends did. So it was, it was definitely a lot.
So how did you feel to see her win for her portrayal of Billie Holiday? You must have felt extra happy.
I'm just going to say that I knew that was coming. I knew it was going to be because Viola Davis crushed Ma Rainey. So I knew it was either going to be Viola, or it was going to be Miss Day. So I knew it was going to be one of the two. And either way, with us winning, like Issa Rae said a while back, I'm voting for everybody black. Mm-hmm. But we had such little representation, and it's disappointing because there's so many projects that weren't even recognized that should have been. And to note that 87 out of 87 are not black,
right,
is disappointing. Like we create the presentation of inclusion, but that's not the case, and that's not okay. Stop. And I posted yesterday, stop hiring black women as decoys so you can say, you know, diversity, we doing diversity over here. You're not paying them what they were. Mm-hmm. You're not paying them what their male counterparts or their white female counterparts are supposed to get. And they're not getting the recognition for the excellence. There's a lot of excellence that wasn't recognized that should be. And that's all I'm saying. Let's get everybody included, not just pretend.
And I called this out on my show on Monday that, you know, Hollywood is a liberal place, right? And the liberals, like we preach about diversity and inclusion, and the fact that the movie industry still continues to do this bullshit, right? Yeah, you may be better than the right, but y'all still have a long way to go.
A whole lot. We need to rework that whole entire system, and they should be more. I know a lot of the older, more seasoned people have been on that staff and on that board for a long time, but we need to work in some inclusivity, and it needs to be some female leadership, some women of color, some men of color, there needs to be a blend. They need to season that bland ass chicken and go ahead and serve us some nice rotisserie, some Cajun, some blackened.
Get out some Lowry's, get out some paprika. You know, Christian, why do we depend so much on award shows like the Academy Awards, the Golden Globes, the Emmys, you know, mainstream shows to honor Black talent, but we fail in a major way, I think, to support shows like the NAACP Image Awards, the BET Awards, that actually celebrate our culture. A lot of times I work these shows where I'm like, where are the celebrities? Where's the star power? Why am I not interviewing these people? Why are they not coming down the red carpet? Oh, they didn't show up. They didn't want to come here. What do you think that is? What do you say about that?
I think a lot of times we downplay the people, the folk, the us that celebrates us. And I think it's unfortunate. And I also think that sometimes we buy into the trickery or the tomfoolery that they're making changes. Because remember, a year or two ago, Golden Globe so white, you know, the hashtags and everything, and it was supposed to be a big movement. Yet here we are, and 2 out of 30 actresses. Come on, man. We there was some phenomenal performances this year. I've watched half of it. It's a pandemic. I've seen everything. Shit. And we could absolutely recognize, at least nominate and recognize. How the hell, let's go segue. How has Miss Angela Bassett played Miss Coretta Scott King, Miss Tina Turner, the Queen of Wakanda? Her work is always stellar, and how is she not nominated or received awards for certain things like that? We buy into the nonsense that they're fixing it, and so we're like, okay, well, let's go over here, only to realize, oh, they didn't really fix it. That was a pump fake, the Euro step.
So with that being said, and yes, I know it definitely increases the pay when we get these accolades, when we get that Golden Globe, we get that Oscar, it helps us, you know, our value and our money goes up. But again, I would like to challenge my fellow Black creatives to show up for our Black award shows. And I want us all to step our game up with support, because we can't really, we can get mad at them for not, you know, highlighting us, but we also need to hold ourselves accountable. Like, you know what, we should also support our own award shows as well. We have these award shows because they weren't rocking with us. So right. I think two things should happen simultaneously. They need to stop, try to keep us out, especially with all this Black buying power with the movies. And we still have to really build our own up, because we can't let them fail either too. You know what I mean?
We got to value ours. We were mad we didn't really get a chance to celebrate Kobe. We didn't get a chance to celebrate Chadwick and a lot of the people that passed recently. With these award shows that we have, we can do that, and we should do that, and we should celebrate them. We should give them the authenticity and the attention and the respect that they deserve. And we also should, at the same time, like you said, hold the other award shows accountable. Like, listen, the black buying dollar is powerful. Y'all got to stop, brushing us aside or throwing us crumbs.
Facts. Well, we have some comments for you before we go to break. 90% of them are talking about how fine you are. I'll skip past that because you hear that every day. RJ says, I'm glad he's back on Saints and Sinners. Ricky says, Christian is why the unemployment rate is so high. He has all the jobs.
Damn.
You know what? You are responsible for black unemployment in the entertainment business, Christian Keys. You taking all the damn jobs. We're going to take a quick break and ponder on that. We'll be back to talk about more of those jobs with Christian Keys when we come back right here in Out Loud for Foxhole. We are back with Out Loud with Christian Keys. And, we were during the break, Christian just mentioned casually like 3, 4, 5 other projects that he's also included. And what I want to know is, can you let anybody else eat? No, that's not happening. You're just going to eat it all up. It's all, you just taking everything. You come to everything.
Listen, I celebrate every amazing actor out there. But if God sets a blessing in my lap, I'm not going to turn it down. I'm not being greedy. I'm just being appreciative. That's all.
People ask me about this, like, can you get Christian Keys to do this? I'm like, I can ask him, but he's always says every time I ask him, he's like, oh, I got 12 shows I'm on at the same time right now.
Not 12, not like 3.
Sometimes. No, 3's the minimum. All the King's Men, I'm hearing some buzz about that. Do you have anything to do with this project?
I heard something on the wire about all the Queen's Men.
All the Queen's Men. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I confused it with one of the other shows. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All I heard was that it's pretty heavy duty. I feel like it's pretty.
You heard about it.
The gossip I've heard is that it's pretty badass. There's a lot of it's a lot of heat coming. But
Question: do you know who wrote all the Queen's Men?
That is a great question. I feel like at some point we'll get around to that. I feel like that particular person that information will come out.
Is the person from Detroit or the Flint area?
Possibly. Somewhere in the Midwest, I'm guessing. Yeah. So it's gonna be amazing. Whatever it is, I feel like it's gonna be amazing.
All right, Christian. Well, we'll have that said person back when said person can announce said person's affiliation with all the Queen's Men.
You should have been a politician.
You know what? You're right about that. Now, speaking of that, Christian, you recently posted, how about we stop calling ourselves minorities? There's nothing minor about us. What was your inspiration for that post? And you go hard on social media. I highly recommend people follow you on Instagram.
Thank you. I try to walk what I talk. In real life and not just for social media. We were doing Press Forward in Contempt, one of my favorite shows. I wish it would have kept going, where I got to be an attorney, but an attorney that was addressing a lot of issues that affect the Black community. And we were touring in the South somewhere, I want to say maybe Atlanta. We were doing a screening there, and I said something about us and us, getting out, minorities, this, that, and the other. And a woman stood up and was like, oh, baby, don't call us minorities. Ain't nothing minor about us. And that thing hit me and stuck with me. Mm-hmm. And I do my best not to ever refer to us as that again. We are people of color, Black folks, brown folks, whatever, Latinos, whatever. But we aren't, there's nothing minor about us. And the way she said that, I never wanted to lay that title on myself. Like I don't lay the title of white supremacist. I might say white extremist. But you ain't supreme to me. No. If you think that other people are beneath you, you're just an extremist. You're a terrorist. But the
audacity, right? When you see the people that actually think that they're that, they all look like they're from the movie Delivered, or The Hills Have Eyes. It's always that type of person that's saying that. I'm like,
I was gonna say The Hills Have Eyes. The Hills Have Eyes.
Right. I'm like very.
Yeah.
Like,
teeth missing.
Very evolutionary.
No facial moisturizer. No health care, no health plan, no third grade education. Yeah.
No skin. You think you're superior over someone else?
Exactly. So I don't give them the credence of calling anybody a white supremacist if I can catch myself. But I also do not refer to us refer to black folks, refer to black and brown people as minorities.
Okay.
I don't do that anymore because there is nothing minor about us. We are descendants of kings and queens. Okay. Why you think jewelry is so important to us? It's in our DNA. Why you think our crown, our hair, as black folks, is so important to us? It's part of who we are. And yeah, I just think it's time for a change with that. Like you declare certain things and you give certain things power, or you take power from those things. I'm not calling us minorities anymore because there's nothing minor about us.
Great point. Words are powerful. Speaking of words, the Texas governor tweeted that Texas is open 100%, and he's lifted the COVID restrictions. I'm here down in Dallas, and no more mask requirements. We're at 100%. What are your thoughts on this new mandate?
I think he is a quality idiot at affordable prices. Oh. I don't know. I have no clue. 93 or 95% of Texas has not been vaccinated. They have recently they've had 54,000 new cases, and I want to say 1,600 people recently died this past week from COVID. And he's going to open the state for financial benefits. I think that's the dumbest shit in the free world.
Well, I think the lieutenant governor at one point said, that we'd be willing to sacrifice our grandparents and stuff if that meant saving the economy. Like the comments that these people make that claim to be the religious party, right? The one that of God, the Democrats.
You pro-life, but you willing for all these people to die.
Well, they are pro-life Christian. They're pro-white male older lives. That's it.
Wealthy life, yeah.
They're pro their lives. But at everybody else's demise. You know what I mean? And,
that part.
Yeah, we all are ready for this thing to be over. But the thing is, the mask mandate happened when the numbers were way lower than they are now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that makes sense.
And as much as I did a parody earlier today. About wanting to have unprotected air and wanting to raw dog air every time I go out, just not wear a mask.
You have a way with your words, Christian. You know what you're doing too. You have a way with your words.
Yeah, but because I saw it on somebody else's page and I laughed so damn hard, I was like, oh, I want a raw dog air. I want that raw nasty air. But I'm going to wear my mask because I want to stay safe and I want to stay healthy for the people that I'm around whose immune system may not be as strong as mine and who might be older or younger. I got close friends with infants, like 3 months old. So I don't want to, let's say, give her father, COVID by being around him and he take it home to her, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, or family members or whatever. So I just think as strict as California is, because everything is still like 15% open over here. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's necessary so we can get these numbers down. I was watching a soccer game from Australia and the stands were full. There was no social distancing because yesterday they had 11 cases, not 11,000, 11.
Wow.
So I don't mind doing what we're supposed to do. I think we should buy in and do it. And that way we can get these numbers down and we can keep it moving.
If you would have bought in last year. So basically we got to go to break, but you want to raw dog it right now, the air.
The air.
You are willing to use protection.
The oxygen.
With the air. Of course, with the air. We're taking a quick break and we'll be back with Christian and his raw dogging ways when we come back right here in Out Loud. Back to Out Loud with your girl Claudia Jordan. I am joined by the talented and booked and busy Christian Keith. I want to put you in the hot seat. We have 4 minutes left, but before we go in the hot seat, I want to make sure I get all your shows, so that might take longer. We've got The Rookie. You've got some episodes on The Rookie. Yep. We've got The Boys. We've got a pilot for ABC. What's that called?
At That Age.
At That Age. Okay. You're halfway through your next book. What's the name of that book? Do you have the name yet?
It's called Defining Your Ship. It's basically a guide to labeling your connection or your relationship with somebody. Because there's a lot of different types of ships: associationship, friendship, locationship. If y'all in the same location, and that's the only thing that keep y'all together. Penetrationship, situationship. It's a lot of boats in the harbor. And I wanted to, from my experience in dating over the last 20, 25 years, wanting to talk about different ships and your communication ship within that relationship, all the ships, defining your ship.
Christian, when you gonna settle down? When you gonna get married and do that life?
I'm so down. I had an amazing relationship recently, and I couldn't say nothing bad about it if I wanted to. It's just sometimes, you know, it'd be like that, and that's tough. And we're still great friends. So who knows? But I hope to, because I still want to shoot up the club and make a daughter. You know, I still, you know, my son just graduated high school a couple weeks ago.
Hold on.
I still want to walk in the club like that.
We're not gonna jump into your son. You just said I want to still shoot up the club
and make a daughter after I get married.
Okay. Yeah. Ladies that are watching, Christian Keys is back on the market, and he is open to a meaningful relationship that leads to marriage, and he wants to shoot up a club and create a daughter. If you want Christian Keys to shoot up your club, go ahead and hit him on his DM. Send me a DM, because that's his.
I forgot we're
as his good friend. I
want to get married, and then I want to create at least one more kid, and then maybe adopt one after that, because I was adopted twice, so I do want to adopt, but I do want to create one more the natural way. Yes, Jesus, shoot the club up, shoot the club up.
You asked, I'm gonna let you know right now, you asked for all the filth that's about to be in your DMs. You asked for
I didn't. I was talking. I said after marriage. After marriage.
Okay, after marriage, whatever makes you feel cleaner. All right. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat, okay? We want to get your thoughts real quick on some trending social media. I will ask you a question, and you have like just 10 seconds to answer unapologetically and uncensored, Mr. Christian. Are you ready? All right, number one, what advice would you give to Kanye West during his publicized divorce?
Silencio. Take the time to disconnect, find yourself, realign yourself, and get back to Ye. We miss Ye.
Okay. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, apologized for his behavior and stated he didn't know he was making anyone feel uncomfortable. Do you think his apology was sincere?
No, I don't. I think he consistently sticks his foot in his mouth or his head in his ass, and I think he's a poor example of representation.
Okay.
Or leadership.
According to the New York Post, China will be making COVID-19 anal swabs mandatory for foreigners. Will you be taking?
Won't be going to China. Won't be going to China. Won't be. You're not allowed back there. So yeah, I'm not going there. Not going there. That's not going to make people, like, Asian Americans are having it tough over here as it is. That's not going to help the situation.
So you think that's going to help? That's going to hurt relations?
I don't think that's going to help the situation. I think we need to end and make sure we publicize and end any attacks on the Asian American community and all the detrimental things that dum-dums called it. But yeah, I'm not going to China. If they
anal swabs are not the way, people. We have our nose and we have our nose and we have our mouth. But let's
get the Q-tip in the thing. Oh no. Oh
Christian, no. This was a lot of fun. And when this All the Queens Men project, if you have any affiliation with it, I'd love to have you back. I'll hit you up. Thank you so much. You're always a pleasure, a joy to have on the show. And
likewise.
I want to know what them DMs. I want to thank Christian Keys, Jill Marie Jones, Mara Hill, and Saquon Simba for joining us tonight. Such a fun show. Thank you so much for watching us on the Fox Soul TV mobile app. Stay tuned for Worth a Conversation with Jeezy, which is next. We'll see you next time.